that is exhibiting a relative strength from the metal pack and can do well over the next few trading sessions.
All right, I think a few people on the funder side have also recommended Nalco, and this is coming in from you. Rahul, thank you very much for joining us for now, but stay with us. We're going to come back to you a little later. We're down 300 points by close. 23,990 is where we finally closed the session. The day's low came in at 23,816. So from the day's lowest point, it's almost I think 150, 170 odd point pullback. So pretty decent. And we've managed to end above the 5th of August low. The 5th of August low was 23,893. Intraday sort of swooned below it, but by close we've kind of ended above that particular level. So 1.25% low, but was looking much worse at one point in the day. Nifty Bank as well came off the absolute low point of the day, but still ends with about 0.86% cut. And we'll just sort of wrap this up with the mid-cap index, 1.33% lower. And I think the small-cap index, which ends 2% in the red. Of course, I mean, the small-cap index is, from being down 10% from the all-time highs, it's recovered. So, as of today's close, I think the small-cap index is down about 6.5% from the highest level. And that's largely because the recovery we saw over the last 5 trading sessions. Surbhi.
And what hurts more today is that we've been absolutely alone in this fall, because most of the Asian markets have had a green close. China was up, markets like Australia are higher. Europe has been trading positive. The US futures, Wall Street futures are positive right now. This was an India-specific fall, and that's been the case for the last couple of sessions as well. Anyway, talking about stocks now. On the Nifty, there was serious drubbing when it came to a lot of the auto names. Hero Motors down 4.5%, Bajaj Auto 3%. Names like Reliance, a big move down for this one, 3% lower on Reliance. Reliance is now almost 20% off its peak. That's been the extent of the price damage. Hindalco, Eicher Motors, NTPC, Coal India, Titan. As you can see, it's cutting across sectoral lines. It was literally an all-fall down kind of a day. The Bank Nifty was also losing about 1% or so. Names like Axis Bank, for instance, coming under pressure. Lots of consumer names like Nestle, etc. So nothing was spared. HDFC Bank was down 1.5%. On the green side, very few stocks. M&M, of course, stood out after the October sales numbers. M&M up about 2.5%. Some buying on SBI, Tech Mahindra, and Cipla as well. But the wider story is obviously mid-caps. Look at the kind of cuts that have come through. Vodafone Idea, 6-7%. Imami, Brigade down 5.5%. These are all the 5 to 6% declines. Gravitas, CESC, Angel One, Force Motors, Edelweiss Finance. A lot of these slightly bigger, well-tracked mid-caps, all collapsing 6-7%, if not more. Okay, well, on that note, it's curtains on this edition of Closing Bell. Finally, a 300-point drop on the Nifty. But don't go anywhere. We'll keep getting you more updates on today's market action. Markets Forward coming up next.